Well, hey everybody, how you doing? It's Miguel Trujillo again, and I am going to wow you again with some of my verbal acrobatics. Thanks for tuning in again. The purpose of this video blog is for me just to learn how to talk again because I'm sort of getting out of practice. I think it has to do with this coronavirus pandemic and how I'm not as social as I used to be. I don't find myself talking to other people as often as I used to. I'm not gathering in groups as frequently as I used to. And so I'm noticing some deterioration of my verbal skills, and I need practice stringing words together into sentences and into thoughts, complete thoughts. And so, anyway, that's why I'm doing this. So, today is an interesting day. It's the day before election day tomorrow here in the United States. And I find myself my mind going to politics every once in a while. Today, as I reflect on the status of, or the state of affairs here in the United States, um, I'm not going to say much about it, but I do want to mention some idea I have about the future. And I'm actually quite optimistic about the future. And part of that optimism relates to not only improved communication among people in the future through means like the internet, but also um, improvement in decision making and judgment through the use of like artificial intelligence. And in fact, one thing that I tend to say quite often is I can't wait until um, the the intelligence that governs our world is an artificial one. Because that I personally look for, I want to look for consistency in global leadership and integrity and intelligence and sort of wide ranging answers to problems. And I'm one of my main hopes about how that will happen is through artificial intelligence. And I know that's a long way, sort of I don't know, it may never happen, certainly, but then again, maybe it will. Maybe it'll happen on local levels or on, in levels of government that are overseen by human brains. But I really do have a sense that in the future, artificial intelligence is going to supersede human intelligence. And I think it's going to do it fairly rapidly, probably maybe even within this decade or two, and which is relatively soon, if you ask me. I mean, the Industrial Revolution just got underway about 120 years ago, and which is like a blink of the eye when it comes to human beings and their existence on the planet. In fact, even all life forms and their existence on the planet. And so I'm really excited about the prospect of artificial intelligence. And yeah, I know there are a lot of naysayers out there, but I think that artificial intelligence. I think we can probably steer it in a way that, as human beings, we'll be able to have some modicum of control over it, and I think it'll help um, make us better, just all around better people, better community, better society, better civilization. So I'm really looking forward to it. Certainly, I'm also looking forward to artificial intelligence as it relates to medicine and developments in technology and mathematics. I have a keen sense of physics because that's my background. And I really do believe that artificial intelligence will help us piece together, say, a grand theory of everything. You know, a theory that combines what we know about quantum mechanics and cosmology. And sort of knit it together in some sort of coherent whole. And it may be that human beings just are not capable. Our intelligence is not capable of putting together the pieces about the theory of everything at the moment. And it and I'm really hopeful that artificial intelligence will give us some insights that we wouldn't have necessarily expected. And so I'm pretty excited about the prospect of artificial intelligence, certainly as it involves autonomous driving and um, autonomous cars. I mean, that'll be amazing. So, yeah, for me, there's a lot to look forward to. And I'm thankful to be living in the time that I'm living. And I'm especially thankful to be healthy and alive. I hit something of a milestone today at the gym. I go to the gym pretty regularly. I've been going to the gym for about 4 or 5 days a week. And I love it, by the way. I do weightlifting and swimming. And of course, I run on the treadmill and out in the streets. And I also bicycle and do all kinds of things. I tend to be relatively fit. I go on walks and stuff like that. But one of the things I did today holds special prominence in my mind, and that is the fact, and of course, remember, I'm no Superman, and I'm no athlete. I'm really just a office worker. And so, what I'm about to tell you, I just would like you to put it into perspective. But I've been doing some lifts using the trap bar, um, and also called the hex bar at the gym, and I reached an amazing personal record today for me in my mind, and I'll tell you what it is. I was able to lift. I usually do 5 sets of exercises, about 12 reps each set, and of course I also have a warm-up set. But I lifted 120 pounds, which I know doesn't sound like a lot, but I'm not including the weight of the trap bar itself, which is maybe, 45 pounds, maybe 50 pounds. So I lifted approximately 170 pounds, and I did it for 5 sets of 12 reps, and which what is it, like 60 times? And I'm really impressed with my doing that, and I'll tell you why. And the reason is because of the contrast of that compared to where I was 10, 11, 12 years ago. About 10, 11, 12 years ago, I was not doing well physically or emotionally. And I was having serious bouts of back pain in particular. And I just wasn't getting around, I wasn't getting out. And it was really limiting me physically, and I experienced back pain, and it was very serious back pain. I probably went to the doctor once or twice for it. I didn't get any surgeries or anything like that, like many people do, but for me, it was just a strength problem. It was a muscle problem, and let me tell you, I don't know if you've ever had back pain, but if you have had it, you'll know what I'm talking about. It is rough. Back pain, when a person has back pain, they can't do anything. They can't wash dishes, they can't do their laundry, they can't go to the grocery store. They're lucky if they can get out of bed. And if they can get out of bed, everything that they do is in pain. Everywhere I'd walk, I'd be in pain. Everywhere I'd sit, if I sat for any duration or stood, I would just be in pain. And let me tell you, back pain is no fun. And I vividly remember the times when I had bad back pain about 11, 12 years ago. And I would miss work on account of my back pain. Sometimes I would spend nearly all day in bed. Of course, I'd struggle to get out so that I could even go use the restroom or go for little walks or whatever. But let me tell you, back pain is a struggle. And so it's been about, 10, 11, 12 years since my back pain episodes. Now, of course, I don't have back pain. I easily run 5 or 6 miles at a time. It's no big deal for me to run an hour. Sometimes I'll run an hour twice a week, easily run 10, 12 miles a week, no problem. And then that's on top of weightlifting and biking and swimming and all this other stuff. And anyway, so just contrasting the pain I felt 10, 11, 12 years ago with the back pain compared to today when I lift 120 pounds. It's just amazing. And anyway, I wanted to share that with you. Sort of a personal victory story. And I'm really excited about what the future might hold. Anyway, I'll talk to you later, and thanks for the chat. I appreciate it. And, all day today, I've just found myself enjoying the thought of me lifting that 120 pounds of weight with the trap bar. And I don't know, I feel really proud about it. Well, I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.